finish getting things set up here. Come on. Come on, Twitch. There we are. Alright. Can people hear me? But it's a little quiet. Let's just change the... How's that? I think that's better. Go one less. Right. Okay. That should be good. Alright. I know I'm about a month overdue. Actually, more than a month, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, a little overdue for starting a Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, but oh well. Fun game, good game. I've played 4 hours. So I've been through the prologue, got a little bit done. For those of you watching on YouTube, I'm gonna have a pinned comment on this video that will link to a video from Warhorse Studios, the developers of this game, giving a full recap, or a basic recap, on the events of Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. Basically, we're still looking for the sword we made for Sir Radzig. Sir Radzig is Henry's biological father. And yeah, that's the basics. We're starting new. Yep, we're overriding. But man, this game looks amazing. Anyway.
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others.
Look out!
Godwin, the priest.
To the battlements, move!
Father! Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze. Get ready!
Prepare to shoot! Positions! Loose!
Gates are open.
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
So, as you saw, there's crossbows and guns in the game. Now, this is gonna be fun.
Lower the gate! Godwin! Over here! Get up there quick! Shoot him! Godwin! Oh, knock it down!
Oh, nice. Looks like you got a powerful crossbow at least. Though then again, it's probably set to
What now, fucker?
kill them in one shot. I guess we can't kill that guy.
Got him! Get ready! They're coming inside! Godwin, move downstairs. We can handle it here. Get ready!
Downstairs.
Godwin! Get over here with that crossbow and join the line. Bastards! Return fire! What the fuck are you waiting for?
Wow.
Die, you brother swine!
How the hell are we missing that? They should be hitting.
Don't stop! What the fuck are they waiting for? Get ready for another attack! Let's go back! Go and help you. Go fuck yourself!
We can actually grab this. Oh wow. Did not know we had these. Huh. Didn't know we could actually look at this stuff. Huh. Pink marigold. So we can actually have pole arms now as weapons in our inventory. And the buttons are different.
Fucking Wenceslas! Don't let them climb up! No!
Like, don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentist Fortuna, fucking you, rat. Jesus. You're only only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Got a lot more than that, Sir Hans. What an intro, huh? I still say this game looks bloody phenomenal.
Dentes fortuna juvat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
But you do!
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir, Trotsky.
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money.
Yeah. Look at the game graphics alone. Man, this looks amazing. This game looks phenomenal. And now...
Well, Henry,
Look
looking
at
forward to
this.
new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas...
Okay, sorry I cut it there. On the right-hand side, there's agree, disagree, and other things we can have Henry say. I have a limited number, or I have a limited time to select one of those options, or Henry just stays silent. So, if it's not up long enough for people to see, you're just going to have to pause the video and go back to it.
Turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Dick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
And this is where an arrow hits him in the head. That he didn't see coming. At least that would have been, you know, that would have been hilarious.
Sir,
Why is his shield all bloody?
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, we stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Lipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas.
Well,
While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
Uh-oh.
So it would appear we are enemies.
Time for us to act.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
So, your playstyle. Choosing a playstyle will give you a boost to starting experience points, but the choice of what traits you will develop next is up to you. So this is just basically what are your starting skills. So for soldier, have a weapon in his hand, wear a strong suit of armor. He is also infamous for his short temper. So, good with weapons, good with armor. Advisor, I assume that would be, I didn't really look these up, but basically like speech and scholarly stuff. And then the scout would be like your stealth start. But we're going to take soldier.
I'm a soldier and Lord Capon's bodyguard. My job is to defend him with my life.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Alright. Our first major tutorial. solve a lot of situations by convincing the other side. And you have 6 basic choices. Not all of them are available during every single choice, but some of them will be. So speech, which is basically persuasion. Charisma helps if you have a noble appearance and good reputation. Might if you're the hero. Dread if you're trying to threat. Domination, which is kind of like a tyrant behavior. And coercion, which is lie and manipulate. We get a little smiley face to show our reputation with the counterparty. And we get to see our stats, so we can see which one's the highest and which one will have the greatest chance of success. So if we see, he is kind of neutral with us there on the left. So we're going to pick chivalry because it's also 16, which is the highest.
We want to negotiate an alliance, and we can help you with those bandits. Together, we'll put them in their place as a sign of goodwill, and then you'll escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained. You'll see.
Judging by the looks of you, your help might well come in handy. All right.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them. Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
Go away.
Beach.
You'll get nothing from me.
Okay. Player menu, general information. Oh. Give me a sec, guys. Need help? Need help with something quick? Okay. While we got a decent pause point, I'm going to pause the stream right here. I'll be back in probably 5 minutes. Alright. I'm back. Okay, player menu. Lots of information here. Basically, general information, player menu. Yeah, this is just the basics. This is, these are the two major things, page 3 and page 4. Putting on armor. If you want to wear a helmet, you have to have some kind of padding or hood underneath it. If you want to wear chest armor, you have to wear a gambeson. If you want to wear leg armor, you have to wear quilted hose. And if you want to use spurs, you have to wear shoes. They explain why that's important, and in medieval times, of course, this is why it's like that, so on and so on. Basically, otherwise you're just going to hurt your body more than protect it if you didn't have the padding. Next, something new with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Outfits. You can have 3 different outfits. So as they show here, using outfits you can create a full plate set for combat, a sneaking outfit, and a dapper ensemble for when you want to make good impressions. You can switch between these on the fly and during, I think during combat. I'm not certain about that, but it's great. So see, if I can't even equip the helmet without putting the hood on first. We do have a decent chunk of stuff. The player tab, yep. Crafting, codex, map. Yeah. Map is quite nice. Journal. So as you can see, we can switch our outfit at any time. Mutt!
Henry!
So, Mutt here is the dog we would have got if I had the Woman's Lot DLC for the first game. And he's our loyal dog, and he's actually in the base game now.
Dog to heel.
Come here! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah! Peace at last. That barking was a pain in the ass.
Yep.
Listen, would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Okay.
Come on, Oaks. We'll get to Trotsky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Have you ever been to a proper noble banquet?
No, I haven't. Why would the lords invite me to their table?
True. But they'll invite me. I might be only a noble's bastard, but Sir Hans opens doors for me, if you get my meaning.
Aye, that makes sense.
Listen, if you give me that sausage now for Mutt, I'll bring you something from the feast tomorrow, all right?
Christ! All right, but you better not forget about me.
Don't worry. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, there we go. So, smoked sausage. So, by looking at Mutt,
Here, Mutt!
we can... Yeah. And the sausage just gets dropped on the floor and Mutt eats.
Come on,
Over
Conrad.
here, we can go and talk.
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure thing, Henry. How's about a little wager to spice it up?
What do you want to wager?
Oh, word.
Look, if you lose, how about you pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky?
And if I win?
Well, I've got this silver ring here I won from Oates yesterday. I'll wager that.
Sounds fair to me. All right, it's a deal.
So, dice. This was the dice game we had in the first game. Rules are the same. And these are the all the possible combinations. So 1 is worth 100, 5 is worth 50, and you guys can read the rest. So the Devil's Head acts as a joker, adding 1 to any combination of dice. So basically, if we got a joker, or if we had 1, 2, 3, 4, and a joker, we would get 500. So, yeah.
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side.
It won't be. We're gonna win. Then again. So, score and continue. Now, I'm not risking it, so we're just gonna score and pass. Only having 1 dice, or 1 die, and then... Seriously?
My God, I'm done.
Yeah, only having 1 die and then rolling it, that gives us a, what? 1 out of 3... Yeah, that gives us would have given us a 33% chance to get something. Yeah, I'm sorry, no. Score and continue. We got 4 of them.
That's still all right. It'd be worse if you already had 3 ones.
Yeah, really.
That's
like,
enough
what the
for me.
hell?
Your turn.
Damn it. When I did this on my rough playthrough, I was winning. I got 1 on the second roll of 6.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Let's hope he doesn't get 400. Okay, he needs 300 and he wins. Bust?
No, that's as far as I go.
I think I got this 1 hand and that's it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, nice. Score and we win.
Mother of...
Woohoo!
Damn your eyes. You played well. What's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring.
Yay.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a
It's only
few
worth
dice.
88.
For the love of God.
We're just gonna talk to Oates.
Hey, Oates. I won a ring off Tankard at Dice. I believe it's yours.
Really? Christ, it is mine. I lost it yesterday. Would you give it back to me? After all, I gave you that sausage out of the goodness of my heart.
Don't cry, Oates. Here, you have it.
You're a good lad, Henry. Thanks.
Yeah. Alright.
Well then, Henry.
Sir Hans.
Henry. Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
Well, I did deal with it.
I got the feeling you'd lost your tongue.
Just for a moment. But true enough. That bastard surprised me a bit.
Well, that's what I'm here for. To deal with that kind of stuff.
And I must say, That was pretty good for your first action as leader of my bodyguard. Let's see if you keep it up. But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hannah had seen it, maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my ass. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly.
Yep.
So then, eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Okay. So, sword. Oh, yeah. Need the cough. Need the helmet. Just give me a second with my cat, Skitters. Alright. Sorry. Me cat. Love how this armor weighs nothing, but it's all quest items. Anyway. Alright.
So, should we start?
Ready?
So, combat is a lot
Let's
simpler.
start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly.
Yeah. So you can, if you see in the top left, you can see the tutorials.
On guard. Nice. Good. That's the way. Keep your distance, Henry.
Come on.
Good. Nice.
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
You're doing great, Henry. That's it. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it.
Oh yeah.
I'll just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready.
Okay. Sorry. Where's my cat? Skitters, get down. Sorry. That cat of mine.
Good, Henry. Sweet.
So basically, when the green shield pops up and you block, you can press the attack button.
Why?
Where it's blue.
You're turning into a real master swordsman.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right. Come on then.
So, essentially what they're saying is, if you do a perfect block and then a riposte, and you hit the side where they are holding the weapon, they can do a perfect block and riposte you on your riposte. And it can be a massive back and forth.
No, no. That way I can block you easily. Nice work, Henry. Well, that's not what you meant to do, is it? All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
100, that's it.
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
Fine, 200. On guard.
Yep.
Off to a good start. That one hit the spot.
Yeah, don't have the stamina. Can't do a damn thing.
Now that's what I call swordplay. Go, fellas, go!
You've no chance against me!
Shut up!
Come on, Sir Hans. Like how I'm winning.
Go for it!
Come on. Man, have we not won yet?
Nice block!
And we win.
I yield!
Victory is mine. Where'd that cat of mine go?
See, you're unstoppable. Oh, you won the bet.
There you are.
Fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trotsky. Now let's go
you
and eat.
cheapskate.
That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
Cheapskate. Can't pay me till tomorrow. Cheap little bugger. Anyway. But, where are ya?
Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
Such a cute little doggy.
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
You mean when I beat you from after my very first sword lesson?
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after
Or
just
skilled.
1 day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
So, selecting an answer will add points to the bonus stat. I think strength is going to be the best. Well, vitality is mostly stamina. Agility is for agility-based weapons. Strength is carry capacity and strength-based weapons or speech. Let's go strength.
And I had to drag you out of that tavern before everyone pounced on us.
And he had his work cut out. You wasn't having it much.
Now, if you was able to court the lasses like me, maybe she wouldn't have started screeching.
I can't say I'm surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maiden. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then Tankard's fat head appears before you with his crooked mouth. And he says,
"Where's the shit, oh my pretty?"
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
So we can basically choose what the... We can choose to just stay to the basics. Tell them nothing happened, meaning we never slept with her. But I do know if I had to follow the story with Teresa after that first date, which I never took, I think, on camera. Or we can say, yeah, she is. I'm gonna be a bit of a gentleman and say, you're not getting much.
Brave. She saved my life when I went back to Scalitz after it was razed to bury my parents, and a bunch of mercenaries attacked me. And that's all I'll say.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make
Hey.
trouble.
So, what should we get leveled up? We could level up Scholarship, which is reading. Houndmaster, which helps us out with Mutt, Stealth, or Survival. I think Houndmaster is quite easy to level up. Looking for... Let's try level Survival. Actually, no, that's pretty easy too. Let's just go with Houndmaster.
Mutt caught a scent, ran off into the woods and wouldn't come back.
And what was it?
There's a footpath there with some derelict house at the end. Mutt was standing outside, barking like crazy. But there was nothing inside but mouldy furniture and some burnt bones. So I calmed the poor pup down, and we came back to the camp.
He don't seem like no poor pup to me, especially after the way he came barking at me today.
He
And
was
what
just
about
hungry.
Time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, That's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
Well, if he's an enemy like I suspect, we're going to be getting some weapons from him. Assuming we can find the collection and not get caught. So, do we want a level sword? Heavy weapons, which are like maces, unarmed, or bow? Let's go with sword.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Yep.
Who help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry.
That is not something you ever want a guy wants another guy to say to him. Sir Hans, you should have picked your words differently.
Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little.
Talk about a hard time getting it off.
Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Ah, Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got
He'll
a good
never
heart,
grow
but
up.
He doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Yeah, no, if only there weren't two half-naked men there.
You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on.
Oh, that That really shrivels the old ballsack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans.
Yep. Henry the loyal lapdog. Sir Hans wants to do something and he goes with.
We've got to sneak closer. Hear that singing? They must be close. Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Honestly, I'd probably do the same thing.
Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
Okay.
Hmm? What was that?
It worked. Let's go.
All right. What was that?
When I did my playthrough, I threw it over here, not over there. So I want to see if this actually leads to anything different. I guess not. Oh well.
Go even closer, but carefully.
Pana je u muzyky, směje se na kasníky, jen pijou jedí, Pána sama sedí, aleluja Domine, aleluja.
Damn, Henry! I told you it's... Oh, fucking God, you're a...
Do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake.
Well, he ain't living to see Sir Hans grow up.
Oh, fuck. A letter. Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Hey!
What the fuck are you doing?
Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Well, of course we're not gonna just watch her get raped.
Enough, I said!
What the fuck? She's mine!
So who is that? And why did he let her
What are you
go?
gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! After them! Along the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim? Just now.
I wonder if we can actually swim in this game if we don't have our armor.
Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them up on the other side!
Off his torches, quick!
Oh, Mott.
Mutt!
What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah! Fuck!
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I know. I'll manage.
Probably should
Ah!
Probably should have let the
Lead the
bolt
way.
be in there. Or left the bolt in there. So the guy holding
Pull
the
yourself
torch.
together. We've got to vanish.
Okay. I'm just gonna pause it right here for a quick minute while I say the thing I want to say. The guy holding the torch. Basically in Kingdom Come 1, eventually Sir Divish's wife, Lady Stephanie, who Henry slept with, ends up being held captive in Talmberg. You assault the city to go and save her. In the city, you do a prisoner exchange to get her back, along with Sir Radzig. The guy holding the torch looks very much like the guy who kept the sword for Sir Radzig, who you swear you're going to be hunting down. And he's also the one that grabbed the grabbed the letter.
We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that...
Okay, so behavior indicators are done by the hares. So, when something suspicious happens, people will search the area around them, which is the hare looking around. If a crime is discovered and you're found to be the perpetrator, people will try to track you down with a magnifying glass. Recognition! It's looking at you and the ears are moving upwards. Once you're detected, the observer will move closer to fully detect you, which is when they're fully raised. Once you're detected, the hare will make that symbol in the second column at the bottom with the red. Confrontation. If you're found in a place you're not supposed to be, you'll be kicked out. It'll blow a trumpet when people will try to report you to the guards. You can be arrested as well if it holds its hand up. If it's orange and has a sword, you're in a fight. And if it's two with swords, then and they're red, then you're in combat. So what's our health at? They put us all the way down to 20. Wow.
So, how far is it to Trotsky?
Quite far. Yeah, so we were over here at camp. We went up here to the women and then swam across, and now we're here.
There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge. And keep your eyes peeled, right? You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rock. And you, go to the pond. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report. Footprints, blood trail, everything.
We'll have to wait.
Get to work.
You honestly think they could swim all the fucking way across?
Shut up, or the jeep will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side.
Now, stumbling about in the pitch black, when all your torch does is blind you.
Leave it out. Catching some naked men in the forest is better than getting killed in a skirmish.
Maybe. But I still can't see a bloody thing.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck.
I played dice against Lefty yesterday.
They're coming here.
Stand
still.
You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they tried to swim across the pond, they'll be found half dead somewhere on the bank.
Quick.
Here. Why are we moving down instead of being high up?
You're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
Where are you, you puttivar? They're fleeing into the rock. Hurry!
Well, they know where we are.
Catch them in the top.
Sir Hans, what are you doing?
What now?
Uh-oh.
Hans, there's more of them up top.
Here!
Take cover.
Run ahead of them!
Where now? For fuck's sake. Damn it, they're everywhere.
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it. This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
There's a path, but through fissures. Oh, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I turn in.
Yeah, except there's torches and guys right there. So we're just gonna go this way. And Sir Hans, you're on your own. We'll come back for you, we swear. Don't worry. And it's hard to see with all the lighting in the room I'm playing games in.
Corva. That was a hellish maze. Let's go then.
Yep. Down you go, Sir Hans. I got a sword.
You're a dead man!
Oh, it looks like we're... Mud! Our fearless protector, Mutt.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
Where are we?
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Pa. Now, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Am I? Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
If I'm not, then how come...
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fella landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up.
Yeah, you're not wrong. As much as I want my dog, we need to worry about keeping ourselves alive first. Fortuna!
How are you holding up?
Not good. I feel like it's all up for me.
Just hang in there, damn it. Just talk. I know you're hanging in. Henry, what are you staring at?
They're here. It's the
Sigismund's army. The only army here is the one-man army of Sir Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go. But the gate is closed. Don't worry, my name will open any gate. Fuck. What's the matter? Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here. You survived Scallis, and you'll survive this. Come on. Bianca. Come on.
Someone's not delirious at all.
Father? Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important
Father!
from the trunk. Go to the castle.
Easy.
Hurry.
What about you? Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sir Roger.
Christ's sake.
If anything happens, he'll take care
Come
of you.
on! Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together.
So
You'll see.
I only have control over what he says if he says something. If Henry says something.
Henry, focus. Take me away. Henry, pull yourself together. No. Please. There's nobody here. You're just imagining things. Run. No. Don't give in to it. Hang in there. Look. Make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further.
They've done an amazing job.
Henry, wake up. The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted. No, we can't stop. And Pa, I let them all down. You've never let me down. Henry, a light. Look. I see it. We've got to go. I see the light. Hold on. Hold on. We're here. We're here. Come on.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife.
Nope.
Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. They're...
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. And we were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again, Scott!
Of course one of them found us, right?
Hey, lad. Are you alive, lad?
wouldn't still be haunted by that day. Homburg.
I've come from Scallops. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone. Who?
Who burned it to the ground?
Huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
Okay.
What
happened?
to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna, and collapsed on the floor.
What about that cutthroat?
You can go out and have a look at him. Hans gave him a right hammering. I didn't get a wink of sleep with that corpse in my yard.
I understand. I'm sorry we caused you such trouble. But you'll save Hans, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I've had worse.
I've had worse. My shoulder stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. there's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushenna's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Alright. You survived a terrible fall, but lost several of your main skills and perks. No choice but to get them back from scratch. So, tunic. That way we're not completely naked. So, our skills are pretty low, as one can see. If we look, injured torso, yep. Okay. So our nourishment is at 40. That's our
Really
hunger
good.
meter.
Aye, true bliss is a full belly.
Yeah. 55. So it goes up 15 for each time we eat. So this would put it at, what, 70? Yeah. And then this would put it at 85. Right? 84. Okay.
Empty. I'll have to go somewhere else.
Yeah, that's fine. Dead bastard. Got some stuff on him. Of course, we're taking all. He can be the naked one. We'll put a torch, grab the hood. Okay, belts. Equipping a pouch or belt. If you equip a pouch, you can put potions and food into them, and you can use them during combat. The number of slots you can have, or the max slots, is 4. Not every pouch will let you use all of them. Belt, same thing, but for weapons. One weapon or shield. One weapon, shield, or ammunition can be equipped in multiple slots, allowing you to create variable weapon sets. For example, combine one shield with multiple different weapons such as sword and shield, or axe and shield, etc. So, in other words, we don't have to switch to a different shield. We can equip the exact same shield and just switch weapon. Belt is accessed that way, and pouch that way. Well, at least we're not naked. Want all the potion materials. Even if we don't use them, we can sell them. Potion making is actually a lot more in... Yeah. I find it's a lot more in depth in this game than it was in the original. Oh, chamomile. There we go. Alright. So, weak savory schnapps. That's our save, game saver. We'll take all the apples and the cheese. Yep, saving game. So we look at the map. This is where we are. And that's where we were ambushed. We went quite a ways. And wash off.
Ah, I feel like a new man.
Yeah, get all the blood off the clothes. Nice. Also, I think we're fine. What's in here?
Well, seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
Yeah, alchemy. There she is.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Alright,
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow centre. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious, too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Yeah.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here, anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Yep. Alright. So what we're gonna do... We're gonna grab this spade. Grab the body. And let's go bury it. Yep, compass can help me locate the objective. I am skipping over some of the tutorials because of this way I can, like, I've already been through this, so I know the basic tutorials and some of the quests.
Shit! My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon enough.
I do like how they show Henry actually digging. Carry the corpse to the grave and bury it. Ah.
May the earth rest lightly on you, you bastard. I hope you find peace. And don't come out to haunt anyone.
The heck? What's that buff on us? Oh, we stink. That's what that smell is. Or that symbol to the right of our is. Good enough. Ooh, looky, looky. Axe. Equip it. So we're just gonna run up here. Actually, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break. Gotta use the washroom and get some more coffee. So, be right back. Alright. Back! 6 minutes, not 5. My bad. Whatever.
The
Oh well.
shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe
Well,
now
we
it'll tell
can't-
me when it's gonna rain.
Henry. Ooh, elk. Anyway. There's some sage.
Purple flower. Sage. There we go.
They're grabbing a good chunk of this stuff. Want to level up herbalism if I can. I know it's a skill.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Eesh. What is herbalism at anyway? Alchemy? No. Must be survival now. The higher skill, the easier it is to hunt. Oh, gathering herbs will also be quicker. And using fast travel will make it easy. Okay, so it's leveling survival. Okay. So how close are we? Oh, sheesh. We almost leveled it up. We're just gonna go until we level it. We only get 5 per? Bye-bye. We'll work on it later. I can always run around off camera and try to gather stuff. And oh, what's this? Belladonna. Yes. I know that's a hard one to get. Doggy barking. Wonder if it's mutt.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Who've been pillaging around the domain? They slaughtered some knight of his... Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
Yeah, we're not telling you, and you're not.
You're from
men.
Lord von Bergov. You don't look like it.
Kurva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to Cold Steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm Pavel, and I'm here to help Bojena. That ambush happened on the other side of the pond, so that's where you should be looking, not here. There's no one like that here.
Is that so? Seems like you know a lot about that ambush, but you don't have to concern yourself with that. You won't be breathing a word to anyone about that business yesterday. That I can assure you.
I was so
Hey,
hoping that
this'll
would
be quick,
work.
boy. Da. Ah! Da.
Show your stuff. Fuck that.
Fuck. Yeah. Give me all the loots. Come on. That's why I tried I did honestly attempt to fail that speech check on purpose, hoping I would be able to successfully kill them and get their loot. This is going to help out a lot early on. Bone comb. And now let's wash up. Let's hope she doesn't piss us off or get mad at us too much for that.
Can you hear me?
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Yeah, this old woman deserves the truth.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Berghoff. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but
No, they're
thank you
not.
for dealing with them. Except I have 2 fresh corpses in my yard.
Don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you. But be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
Alright.
Alright, I'll try.
I do have a little bit of
Well,
experience.
I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Yep. After that... Oh. Didn't want that. I want inventory. So. Weapon. So, work axe. Let's go with hunting sword. Don't need to worry about any more torches. Worse, but bigger. Firm bits. Ooh. Don't really care too much for the quilted look, but it does seem to do pretty good. Alright, as for these apples... Ooh, we got mead. That'll be nice. Okay. Oh, look at that health go up. Did we get anything else? Bunch of keys. Ooh, tailor kit. Now this is something I really like. It tells you what the repair cost is before you even select it. And of course we're just doing everything. You gain a small pouch or a small point lead at the start of the game. What? Whatever that is. Anyway, sure we can sell it for some decent supplies later. Main level.
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Right.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
I did just do this not too long ago, so wine.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad.
Oops. Any basics? She's telling us the basics. But ingredients here. Special ingredients behave just like herbs, except you can only have one of each. Some can't be ground in a mortar for obvious reasons. Yeah. You can have up to 3 types of herbs and 3 special ingredients. All of them are located on the right. Yep, okay.
To hear it. Yeah. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass, so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts.
Okay.
See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Yeah, this is gonna take a while. And
Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
standard.
That
Got
chamomile
2 of
shouldn't
them.
have been boiled on such a high flame.
Oh well. At least it wasn't weak. There's basically
Here it
4
is.
versions to every.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well,
Dead
if
bodies.
you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of them damn corpses what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
Alright. Yeah, we got everything. We know about tiredness and that from the first game. Put him down. Let's get the other guy. I just didn't want to grab all the way back to get him after the first guy. And of course we can't sprint, so this is as fast as we go. Love that we were able to kill 2 of them. Or kill them and get their gear. Because we look, yeah. That's almost 32 that can be sold for 7.6. Can sell these torches. Beggar's Hood. You're worse. A lot less on visibility. We're gonna drink this mead upon just before we go to sleep. And now that that guy is there, we don't have to go far to come back for him. No, we can't stop. We have to watch the scene where we dig.
Fuck. This damn shoulder. Grant the deceased eternal rest, Lord, and let them be bathed in your light. Rest in peace. Amen.
Come on. We're gonna dig the grave now.
This damn shoulder. Oof.
Yeah, shoulder may hurt, but... we got a lot of gear. We're gonna be... Now, something they did do about this game is... when you go to sell gear, like if you take
Cutthroat like you
swords...
is no great loss. Even so, rest in peace. And may God give you your just reward.
Yeah, so, like, a sword, for example, if we sell it to a blacksmith, we're going to get more than if we sell it to anyone else. Although we can sell it to anyone. Just gonna wash ourselves, and then we're gonna get to sleep. So we're just gonna... we can go to 5 a.m. Nah, guess not. That's happening now.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its life back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Oh.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake.
Hello,
Were
beautiful.
you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Probably the father.
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along. And we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Okay, perk points. Got a few. Wow, got a few indeed. Okay, so craftsmanship. If you sharpen the weapon at the grindstone to a condition of 98% or higher, it will do 10% more slashing damage. Amazing. If you wear boots you repaired yourself, sprinting costs less stamina. Armor and clothing you repair will make less noise. Let's do the less noise, just so that way we have an easier time. Melee attacks from horseback will cost you less stamina, and it'll make it harder for enemies to unseat you. Repairs with a cobbler's kit will be 20% more effective. Additionally, because you know pouches and satchels well, you have 1 to thievery plus 1 bonus on the thievery skill if you pick pockets. Let's go with night training. I don't really pick any pockets. I do know you can, unless the perk literally says, like, unless you only get one, we're going with search, so that way we can use the free command and he'll alert you by barking if he finds something. This helps us find stuff. Unless the perk says something like, cannot be taken alongside, yeah, like Martin and Radzig's heritage. Here. You can only choose one of these. So, with the exception of perks like that, I do know that you can get every single perk in the game. Under every single skill tree. Unless there's, like I said, we can only choose Martin's or Radzig's heritage here. Okay, so, Charming Man. Gain reputation, it's 10% higher. If you lose reputation, it will be 10% less. Yeah. Charming. Strength. Carry a sack for the dead or unconscious. Weight counts as half. Carrying them will no longer cost you extra stamina. Additionally, carry capacity is permanently increased by 8. Okay. Alternatively, the required strength for all weapons will be 2 less, which helps a lot. I do know that. What is our carry capacity? 160. Yeah, we're fine to go this one. And agility, finally. Agility weapons will be... The required agility for all weapons will be 2 less, which is great, or fall damage. Don't really fall, so we're just... Well, take the 2 less. Yeah. Holy shit, we got perks! Okay, blocks will cost you 20% less, and your shield and weapon will wear down 20% slower by blocking. That's pretty good. If you're wearing a helmet, shots to the, or blows to the head cause 20% less damage. And we'll go steadfast because we don't have a helmet yet. Swords. If you wound an opponent... If you successfully wound an opponent by a strike to an uncovered zone, it will be more difficult for them to block your subsequent attacks. Fully charged, yeah. We're going opening strike. Heavy weapons. 10 less armor if you use a heavy weapon. Or heavy weapon attacks will be harder for opponents to block with a shield. Yeah, shield breaker. Pole arms. Yeah, they got an actual skill tree now. Pole arms take less damage, or blocking while using a pole arm will be easier. Yeah. Unarmed. After the first strike, attacks will cost less stamina, deal more damage. If you fight unarmored, we'll just grab. Okay, combos, reputation, stats. Okay. I don't want to get too full, but at the same time, I want to be as full as possible. Yeah, I'll be fine. We're at like 95. Yeah, this looks amazing. Damn. Okay. Wasn't there a... photo mode? There we go.
Nice.
That's a good photo. Extra weapon.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time?
Yep.
What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Alright.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov We're saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can
3.
count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armour. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favours the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
So we never got this part in the campaign of the first one, but Henry's going to give us a little bit of a backstory on
The
it.
foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Literally.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon
Frisky
you paid
old
off
woman.
part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah.
No, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zhelioth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bozhena,
Yummy.
I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion.
A kiss, please.
It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts.
And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Yeah.
Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskovitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there.
Yeah, so we lost the work axe, which is why I wasn't too worried about it. Now, we are going to put the bludgeon down on our second weapon. Because this way, we got a good blunt option and a good slashing. Though we'll probably rarely use it unless we come across someone who has
And
lots
I
of armor.
succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then he shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do, so it's no wonder folks buy from us. But I understand. Next time I'll come straight home, so you're not on your own so much. If anyone comes here again threatening you, I'll put them in their place with an arrow. That'll teach them to try it on with us.
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They'd catch you, and I dread to think what they'd do with you.
They'd never catch me. You know I can take down a hare on the run, and a man's an easier target.
True enough. You've got a steady hand and an eye like a hawk. Not like me. But you know how it is. The less fuss going on around here, the better for us. And if anything does happen, we've got Growler, and he won't leave us in the lurch.
True. That animal is God's gift. Time to do something useful. The days are long, but there's no end of work to do.
Aye. Thank you, Pavlena.
Alright.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for
They
yourself.
didn't.
They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Yep. Gave us a few coins too. So I skipped some of these cutscenes when I went through it on that 4 hours I played it before. Like this one here, I skipped like all of it. The world looks amazing. They did a great job. Hello. See a pretty girl and dog chases you away.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Yep.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
What message? It got taken.
Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about?
Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send 2 vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
What an ass.
Getting in, whether you like it or not. Get your shitty hands off me!
No, wait. Wait, one moment!
Yep.
What the fuck was that?
Well, the shit-covered Hans.
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Immediately go to a tavern. That's what we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
You're not wrong.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some kind
we
of plan
told you.
how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Well,
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
Alright. Then let's earn
So
some
we'll earn
coins.
some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
You already are.
Hey, where's that beer?
Yeah.
A laughing stock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
Then let's go back and bury
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenes. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Rattay with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food! About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
Blue dress.
What is it?
What's that woman from the pond?
Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
This ought to be fun.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Is anyone you know going
I
to
heard some talk about your captain.
Oh? What was that? That must be good. Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's...
Sorry, I just wanted to double check that we have everything.
why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Alright, Catherine.
But that tow rag...
Sorry to bother you, but...
Oh, eh?
Oops.
I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
You were washing laundry, and these bandits attacked you. I was in the water, and I distracted them from you.
That's nice of you. Helping some unfortunate girl. But it wasn't me. You're mistaking me for someone else.
Here's your
Lying
wine.
is the phrase.
Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please,
I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
That old hag. Annoying thing.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Ready for what?
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right.
All right.
We'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right. We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, now she's being nice. Should we say... Let's say Rattay.
Rattay.
Rattay. That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
Alright, let's see...
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting hitched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Alright, let's see what else she has to say.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Alright.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Alright.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Here it comes.
Look out!
Alright, Hans.
I talked to that woman from the...
I noticed.
Oops.
It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semine, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Yeah.
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Fine. Wait, yeah.
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Alright.
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
Yeah, where do I fit in?
Which do I belong to?
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labour, it wouldn't be such an offence against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
I'm going, then.
Alright.
But you could give me a hand. It wouldn't do you any harm.
Ah, stop whining. You can manage. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? While giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
Crap.
To take you away.
Now, let's see.
Greetings.
Hi, that's me.
Oops.
Who are you?
I'm Henry.
I'll probably forget after a few tankards anyway. What do you want?
You don't think you're gonna wangle some coin out of me, do you?
No, no. I'll just have a couple of questions.
Ask away. I have plenty of time.
Good.
I heard there's gonna be a big wedding in these parts.
Aye, that's true. My sister is marrying young Lord Samine. A big affair. Guests from the whole region will come. Maybe from as far away as Gutenberg. Even von Berghoff will come. That's how important our family is.
Look, I need to pass on an important message to von Berghoff. But I can't get into the castle because of what happened to us. Do you think you could...
Invite you? Not a chance. I don't know you from Adam.
It would only be for a while.
Look, loads of lackeys like you will be needed at the wedding. Try asking for a job. I'm not saying you're sure to get to von Berghoff that way, but you can try.
Alright.
I'd like to ask about...
No, I'm not in...
Alright.
Thanks.
Wait a moment. Since you're here, do you play dice? It occurred to me we could roll a few. What do you say?
I've got nothing to wager.
That's a shame. It's no fun if there's nothing at stake. You know what? If you beat me, we'll work something out with the wedding.
You'd invite us, you mean?
You'd have to beat me first. And that's not going to happen.
Alright, let's
We'll
play.
see about that. Let's play.
You really are desperate to get to the wedding, huh?
Good of ale, thanks.
Come on then, show
Let's
us
hope
what
we
you can
win.
do, unless you're playing for the first time.
Not the first.
What's the hold-up, innkeeper?
No, not worth any. Scoring continue. What do we get?
Have you lost
Yeah,
your
we'll roll
mind?
through.
You're gonna lose everything.
Innkeeper, what's taking so long?
And now we'll score and pass. One.
These ones here.
Innkeeper! come here.
Kurva! Bloody dice.
Score and pass. Immediate 500 points. No way are we passing up on that. He's not getting much luck.
Success!
Oh, I just had to open my mouth. He could still bust and screw up.
These ones
Fucking hell.
How's life treating you? Not too bad.
He wins.
Excellent!
That was a pretty poor show, fella.
Well, what can you do? Dice is mainly about luck.
Bollocks it is. You need to use your head. Oh well.
I did.
Maybe we'll have a rematch someday. When you get a hold of some groschen.
What about a rematch right now? With the same wager?
No chance. The offer doesn't stand anymore. You'll have to find a different way to get to the wedding.
That's obvious. Bring together. That way you'll keep an eye on the lad.
With a cup, of course. Who else?
What do you mean?
God.
The innkeeper told me we should move the sacks.
So what are you waiting for? I'm bored to death already. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me.
Alright.
Oof! That is enough.
Also. Does that have to give such less armor? Oh, because it's only a tier 1 and not tier 2 like the others. That's why it's giving so little.
Half heavy?
Okay.
Oh.
God bless you. Just a couple of sacks.
Sir Hans. Well, let's get this done, and there's one. Also, just want to show people. Oops. That's where we got ambushed. Women, other side of the river. The old woman that nursed us back to health, and now we're over here.
Here you go.
Thank you thrice as much, eh?
Bring me something to eat.
Sir Hans, really? There's two.
Right. Listen to this. Ei
I'm a bit
incumbit
peckish.
probatio, qui visit non qui negat.
Is that supposed to be Latin?
Clever you. Do you know what it means?
No. And I doubt you do either.
The burden of proof is on the one who declares, not on the one who denies. So you see, I speak Latin. I've just proven it.
Christ, pardon me.
Well, you're the one that ran into me while I'm carrying the sack. Eesh. People. As rude in the game as they are in real life.
What did you say?
Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Great.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you the same advice I gave your little chum. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you
Shit.
keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Oh, great.
We're gonna die, poor son.
Come on. Seriously? 3 of them.
Oh. Get the fuck! Yeah!
I'm all yours.
Spare him! Send my greetings to the devil!
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else.
Let him have it! You haven't a chance!
Come on then.
Yeah! Don't spare him!
You're no match for us, fucker.
Nice hit!
You want to try me?
You led him on nicely.
Good! Get the fuck! Don't spare!
Cordova, I'm wounded.
Slice him up!
Show.
You led him on nicely.
Hey, get him.
I'm gonna spare you whore son!
So I'm Pesh.
I'm all yours.
Come on.
Yeah, fuck you.
When I did this before, there wasn't three of them on the other one.
You'll never beat me, you swine.
Now you're...
What do you want?
Don't spare him!
More and we can go home.
No, you
Do it!
show your stuff.
Send my greetings to the devil! Nice hit!
There we go. I think we gained a couple levels.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Sir Hans, you idiot.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak...
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off.
Shut up, or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are? Well, nothing to say for yourself? Just as well. It's your fault we're in this fucking pillory.
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals? In their tavern? We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it.
You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
Oh, you
And
wouldn't.
none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
The next morning.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive. Isn't that? What's the Otto?
Hey! Lord Von Berghoff!
Yeah, what'd you expect?
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord Von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
And he's walking away half naked.
Alright. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
I somewhat agree with you. But at the same time, we need him back. And so, that is the entire prologue finally done. Even after my time of stopping and breaks in between, that is a bloody phenomenal 3-hour journey. So, what's going to happen? Because it's so long, I'm going to call it there for episode 1 on YouTube. So, for those of you watching live, I am going to cut the stream for now, and in about an hour or so, I'm going to bring this, in about an hour or two, I'm going to stream again, because we're playing this game. I'm making some progress. Okay? Okay.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up
come
lord
on.
of Perkstein.
I don't...
Yeah. Luckily, we got all this stuff. So, just gonna equip everything back up. And we still got the food. Not as good as it was, but still got it. Learn that recipe. No, we don't want to look at the recipe book. Blacksmith kit, nothing. Tailor kit. Okay. Still got a bunch of stuff. So we're doing pretty good there. Got no money, but we got some stuff to sell, including this bludgeon. But like I said, for those of you watching live on stream, yeah. Map's pretty big. We're gonna call the stream here. And I will be back streaming this in an hour or two. Not certain yet. So, with that being said, catch y'all later. Hope you enjoyed. And see you